with all the big tech stocks moving up huge, with the boogeyman out of the way now for NVIDIA, we know the next quarter numbers are going to be absolutely astronomically great as well. We know there's probably going to be continued momentum in NVIDIA, the Qs in general. Will I be flooding some money into tech here, right? Knowing that we got the boogeyman out of the way and all these stocks are moving and grooving, okay? So my personal opinion on that is, will I be flooding more money into tech? The answer to that is actually no, I won't be. Last year was the ultimate year to be a buyer of tech stocks. You were getting all these tech stocks on a platter, including NVIDIA at $110, right? And, people didn't want to, they were selling NVIDIA off at $120, $150, $200, and they couldn't get out of that stock fast enough. And now they can't run into NVIDIA fast enough when it's 500 plus, right? Meta was less than $100 and no one wanted a piece of that company. Now it's 300 plus and everybody wants a piece of that company, right? So you're going through a very interesting phenomenon where everybody's kind of trampling over themselves to buy tech stocks. And if you don't have a position there, I can kind of understand it. But from my perspective, there's just better risk-reward profiles out there now in this market at this point in time than many of those big tech stocks, right? And so the way I kind of look at it is I'm looking the places that everybody's not looking, right? Last year, I was looking at tech and I was buying tech crazy, right? Everything across the board into the beginning of this year, just buying tech left and right. It was a phenomenal opportunity, and no one wanted big tech last year. It was the opportunity of, the last several years. And so now everybody wants tech, and I see opportunities elsewhere. These opportunities might not make sense right now, just like when I was buying big tech stocks last year, and especially meta heavy, right? I even bought more Tesla shares at the beginning of this year. I hadn't bought Tesla since 2019, right? I was buying stocks like Shopify and Netflix and stocks that I've never owned before, like just crazy. But the way I look at this is I see opportunities in the market outside of those, and these might not make sense right now, but I see opportunities in value stocks. Stocks like PayPal come to mind when I think about value stocks. I see a lot of opportunities in the dividend world right now. I think cash is a great opportunity right now, and I think hedges are a great opportunity right now in this market. So am I going to be running out to buy all big tech stocks tomorrow? No, I won't be. Will I be absolutely holding my massive amount of shares I have in all these stocks? Absolutely. And I'll be making a ton of money tomorrow. I'll make a lot of money tomorrow. It's going to be nasty. But in terms of where am I putting money? No, that's not where I'm looking. I'm looking to these opportunities. The things that no one wants a piece of. No one really wants a piece of hedges anymore at this point in time. They were all flooding into hedges last year, right? No one really wants a piece of these values and dividend stocks. You see these stocks just get killed day after day after day. And no one wants a piece of those right now. They will in the future. They will in the future. And then they'll be trampling over themselves to buy those value and dividend stocks. That all is coming. So that's how I'm allocating. That's where I'm at in this market now at this point in time. You got to always look for the opportunities where no one's really looking. The big tech trade, it can continue to kind of do well here in the short term, but recessionary scenario still out there. And, when it comes to tech especially, emotions matter a lot. Emotions matter a lot, and things go from bad to good really quickly and from good to bad really quickly. It can happen in a matter of months. I mean, everybody and their grandma was paying anything they could possibly pay for a big tech stock at the end of 2021. By the end of 2022, people didn't want to even be associated with big tech stocks. Those stocks all sold off 50, 60, 70, 80%, right? Now, once again, price doesn't really matter. I think just people are going to kind of look at this next few months as just buy. And as a long-term investor, I'm kind of like, where's these other opportunities? And so I go to where the opportunities are in the market, not to where the hot thing is in the market. And in the short term, a lot of times it doesn't make sense. But then you look a year later, a couple of years later, and it's like, oh, that actually made a lot of sense, what he was kind of up to there, okay? Last year I put $77,000 in Meta stock in a day. A lot of people gave me hate for that, and they're like, yeah, it's so stupid. Meta's getting killed. It's going to zero. It's going to $40. Today people can't wait to buy Meta for over $300 a share. I was buying it for $88.94. So, we'll see. Number 5 best stock I own is Skyworks Solutions in the public count. SWKS, good dividend paying stock. Skyworks Solutions, very good company. Great company, actually, but they're in a bit of a pickle right now. And this is one of the reasons the stock's been actually damaged quite a bit, is they get a significant portion of their revenues from, guess who? Apple. And the issue right now is Apple's revenues, especially as far as iPhone are going down right now. Volumes are going down for Apple right now, right? So when you're a semiconductor company that you make a ton of chips that go into iPhones, Well, if iPhone volumes are going down, that's not a good thing for you, right? And so Skyworks is in a bit of a pickle here, right? We're doing well in the stock, and it's held together decent. We're up about $20,000 on it, but it could be going a lot better if iPhone volumes were better. So, right here, they make the front end module for this is iPhone 14 breakdown here. They have several other components in relation to iPhone. It's very common for them to have anywhere between 5 and 8 chips in iPhone, just Skyworks solutions. So they make a significant amount of money every time a new iPhone is sold, essentially, right? Now, the other issue is we have a bit of a problem coming with the next iPhone, okay? So iPhone 15, they're gonna price it really high for folks like myself that always buy the highest end model pretty much year in, year out. It's gonna start at $1,300. Start for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, right? And so this is one of those situations, and then now you're going to be looking at $1,500 after tax for base level Pro Max. I mean, some of those versions could go 2,000 plus, right? So I think there's going to be quite a few people that usually get the highest end model, like even maybe myself, that are just going to say, no, I'm okay. I don't need the Pro Max this year. We'll go ahead and pass this one by. The other big issue we have here is, look at this. This is like the big shift for Apple this year. It's going to have a USB-C port. Okay, so of course they're going to make the camera a little better, and the phone's going to work a little faster as every single iPhone new generation, but this is like the big technological jump is USB-C port this year. So folks, nonetheless, it's not a pretty situation for iPhone volumes in the short term here. No. iPhone revenue might be somewhat okay because Apple's just going to make a ton more from the folks that buy the highest end model every single year, right? But as far as volumes, remember, Skyworks is a volume player. It's about how many iPhones you're selling, not just the iPhone revenue, right? Now, the good thing for Skyworks, right, is one, they have way more customers outside of just Apple. It's just Apple's a significant customer for them because iPhone volumes are so big. But in terms of this one, it trades cheap. Forward P, or at least as far as this year's numbers, about 12. As far as next year's numbers, about 11.6, we could say, or so. So, Skyworks doesn't trade rich. That's the one good thing we got going for ourselves in regards to Skyworks. And it's a great company. They execute well, always at the forefront of technology. And they have many other customers outside of Apple. So it's okay stock. It's not as grand as it once was when iPhone revenue or iPhone volumes were just going up and up and up, huge every year. Now we're in a bit of a tougher spot. Hopefully, Apple can do something for iPhone 16, which will be next year. Hopefully, they'll get people excited. We'll see. Appreciate y'all joining me. Thanks so much for being subscribed. Hope you got some good value out of today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed the video in the comment section. And also, if you're looking to join my private group, then check out the pinned comment down there. I've actually put together a nice little 9-10 minute video for you guys, kind of explaining the value you get in the private group, because I always get questions about, what is it and those sorts of things. So that's a pinned comment down there. Much love and have a great day.